guys, it's Francis here for Fashion Fame and Francis. I decided to do something a little different this day. You know I'm usually more of a writer. I like writing on my blog. But I decided to do a video to cover last night's festives. Last night I attended the ARF band's first headlining show at the Blockley ARF, Astronauts Really Fly, Mount Brown and the team. And it was just an amazing experience. I definitely enjoyed myself, and I'm so glad that I came out to support them and their music. The show started at about 9:30ish. The doors were open by 8, and by then the crowd was already like amped and ready to go. They had a few opening acts, starting off with E-Host. Yeah, E-Host was the first one, and they definitely did a great job at picking him to warm up the crowd. He had a very like old school hip hop feel, which I definitely enjoyed because it was a little something different that us as the youth are not used to. We're used to the new hip hop, so it was cool to see him switch up things and use like old school beats. That was really dope. During his set, he brought out a singer and a guitarist by the name of Patrick Donovan, and he was definitely dope. Like, I definitely enjoyed their collaborations. They collaborated on stage with a few of their tracks, and my favorite had to be this one where they were talking about being invincible. I'm not sure the name of the track. I'm so sorry, you guys, but it was very like cool, and I definitely enjoyed it. He was up there singing and playing his guitar while E-Host was rapping. It was definitely a great collaboration. Next up came an artist by the name of Bach Nero, and he came up there with Legion, and they did their thing as well. He was definitely like the hype man of the night. He was hopping around, jumping around. He even at one point said an apology to the audience because he felt restrained due to the microphones having wires, and he's like, if it wasn't for the wires, I'll be in the crowd with you guys, which I thought was so dope. He definitely interacted with the crowd, got everyone hyped and excited for what was next to come. He even had a song up there talking about UFOs and outcasts, and he shouted out Fresco, Fresco with the UFO clothing line. So shout out to him as well. And he also shouted out Righteous Rebel, which is Uncle Chuck from Twitter, his clothing line, Chuck's clothing line. So shout out to him as well. I definitely enjoyed that. Up next came an artist by the name of Al One Thing, and he was an MC. He definitely did a great job at transitioning from like a more hype to a more intellectual feel. He had people thinking with his lyrics. It was definitely dope. The last opening act of the night happened to be Lorraine Shy. I'm not sure if I'm saying her name right. I'm so sorry. But she was an artist from Cleveland, Ohio, which I thought was so dope because we're so used to getting like Philly artists. So it's like cool to see people from out of states and from different places to see what type of music is going on down there. And she was amazing. She had a very like reggae almost feel to it, but still like neo soul in a way. And she kind of reminded me of like a young Lauryn Hill. That's a big comparison, but just the feel she gave me with her music and her tone and her accent when she was singing and rapping, it was very cool. And I like the fact that she had a lot of creativity. She had a song about London bridges. Like, who makes a song about a nursery rhyme and not be and cannot be creative? Like, that was really dope. After her came ARF finally. The Astronauts Really Fly band came out there and they did their thing. First off, they started off with a video just of them talking about one another, how they feel about the band and just their music in general. And I really like enjoyed that because it got us a chance to see like deeper into what ARF is about. I thought that was really cool, and it also gave me some chills. After that, they went on and they did their thing. They had like almost a mini orchestra. You know how Kanye has a whole live orchestra? It was like a miniature version of that on stage. They had everything. They had drummers, they had saxophonists, they had people on the horns, they had people on the keyboards, the guitars, everything. They definitely put on a hell of a show. It was not your average hip-hop show. It was not your average rock show. It was something much more, and it was amazing. It was just great to see good music. Like, I feel like there's a lack of good music within not only our city, but just in music in the music world. So to have them go up there and like murder things, it was amazing. I definitely enjoyed myself, and I'm pretty sure this won't be the first show that I attend of theirs. At one point of the show, midway through the show, Mont Brown, he decided to like give a little dedication and shout out to their manager Paula, and he got a little teary-eyed, speaking of how he didn't know she had lost her mother a month before she started managing them. So it was kind of like bittersweet, and she's been nothing but great to them. So I thought that was really cool for them to like show their support to the people who have been supporting them. By the end of the show, they did about 8, 9 songs, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. And by the end of the show, they did their final song, which was a crowd hit single. Everyone was jamming by the end. The room was jam-packed. And it was just an amazing experience. I'm so glad I came out. I want to shout out again to the ARF band, Mom Brown, everyone who was involved with last night's festives. And for everyone who went, I know you guys had an amazing experience as well. And for those who didn't, this is just a little video to like keep you posted on what has happened. And hopefully this will make you want to go to the next show. I'm also going to put up some pictures. I didn't get that many pictures, but there's a few that I got. So hopefully you guys will enjoy that. And a few videos of some of the open acts. So hopefully you enjoy that too. And you'll stay tuned to what Fashion Famous Francis has to offer, because we have more shows to cover, more things to talk about, and more art to post. So you guys stay tuned and keep posting to Fashion Famous Francis. Enjoy. Have a great day, you guys.